This is an overview of the ARCHIBUS Clean Building application. The ARCHIBUS Clean Building application provides a framework and tools for easily identifying, tracking, and abating hazardous materials in the built environment. Facility managers stay on constant guard against indoor environmental hazards, from asbestos and radon to lead paint and mold. They also manage buildings of many different ages, each one containing hundreds of rooms, tunnels, and crawlways where a single piece of pipe insulation crumbling into airborne dust can halt a renovation or shut down an essential corridor, where respiratory problems stemming from unchecked mold growth can cost millions of dollars as they become sick building syndrome. The word asbestos strikes fear in the hearts of building occupants and owners, fear of personal illness on the one hand, awareness of responsibility for occupants' well-being on the other. Don't let improperly handled asbestos hazards add you to this list of 4.25 million results. ARCHIBUS Clean Building delivers an information framework that helps ensure healthy and safe built environments and reduce exposure to and mishandling of hazardous materials. Not only asbestos, but mold, lead paint, radon, PCBs, or any other material you want to track and manage effectively. Facility managers and hazardous material managers bear at least 5 major concerns that ARCHIBUS Clean Building addresses. Are our buildings' occupants safe from health risks due to environmental hazards? How can we ensure safety while minimizing loss of operation? Do we know where hazardous substances exist in our built environments? What are the condition of the hazards, and how should we respond? Managers want to be able to address these concerns accurately and efficiently. Given the volume of information and complexities of regulations involved, this is no easy task. For facility and hazardous material managers who wish to know the location and conditions of hazardous materials in their facilities, Clean Building will direct inspections and abatements with automatic creation of assessment items, will verify test results and track them to avoid unnecessary resampling, and will present hazard status and severity via interactive graphical maps that let you plan renovations and business functions without interruption. For example, suppose as facility manager you receive an anxious phone call from a staff member reporting some ceiling tiles had crumbled and fallen to the floor along with a bunch of white dust. You might quickly turn to the Buildings and Rooms with Hazard Assessments report, which provides managers, planners, and emergency response personnel a clear graphical representation of the location of hazards, samples, and assessments throughout their facilities. You can see exactly where hazards are known to exist and determine whether to respond to that report of white dust with a broom or with a call to the hazmat team. The environmental project manager looks at issues from a broader perspective. Given that there are hazards of various levels across multiple facilities, how do we best prioritize and coordinate survey and abatement projects? How can we manage processes to contain costs and avoid fines or lawsuits? Environmental project managers want to understand project scope, status, cost, and risk related to hazardous substances. They want to help ensure healthy and safe built environments. ARCHIBUS Clean Building enables them to perform top-level project planning, management, and coordination across multiple hazardous material projects. They can initiate one-time surveys to determine the presence and condition of lead paint or asbestos, for example, or establish regular sampling, for example, of radon or mold levels. You can use the Hazard Assessment Scoreboard to see a complete picture of the current state of hazardous materials throughout your organization. It presents summaries of hazard counts and remediation costs ranked by condition and criticality. You can drill in to see more information about any unacceptable code compliance items and observe that several rooms on one floor require abatement. ARCHIBUS Clean Building enables you to compare counts of hazard assessments of different types across your locations. Identify where you have reliable information and where you are in the dark. You can filter that data to show only items deemed hazardous and needing abatement to see which sites need the most remedial attention, or you can change the filter so the chart indicates items that are safe now but would require hazard remediation prior to any renovation or disturbance. These projects can involve many hundreds or thousands of data points provided by multiple workers. ARCHIBUS helps make management of this much easier while also ensuring completeness. For each phase of an abatement project, from initial assessment to final verification, the Clean Building application lets you quickly generate action items for each location and assign these to appropriate personnel to perform the work. When those users sign into Clean Building, they will see their assignments and the application will track the status of each, including details of any samples taken and laboratory analysis results. ARCHIBUS Clean Building efficiently manages the complex and highly regulated process of surveying and abating hazardous materials in the built environment. ARCHIBUS Clean Building is a complete end-to-end solution, flexible enough to adapt to any material hazard scenario. Its living inventory reduces risk of exposure, eliminates unnecessary downtime, and helps provide a safe environment.